What is up, my friends? Welcome to Chaos Live, my fun live stream where we get to hang out with you awesome individuals, answer some army-related questions, maybe even some non-army related questions, whatever the deal is, just not politics. I'm not the kind of person you want to listen to politics from because I don't pay attention to them and I don't talk about them and I don't pay attention to them very much. You don't want to talk politics. Anything pretty much other than politics. So what's happening? Notification Platoon, awesome individuals. They were here right from the start. Maybe you got the alert on your phone, whatever the case was. We got Michael Donovan. We got VGMR, one of our Chaos Army commanders. Forgot to check to see if there was any new commanders, so I'm sorry if there was anybody new and I didn't add them. We got a super chat already. Acknowledge the notification platoon first, and then we get to the super chat to start things off, though. Then we got Edward. We got Johnny. We got Michael Keenan. We got Al Bundy. We got TFR 60. Evie's in the house. We got Jay the Vorn. McBins. We got Brown. We got Time for Games. We got Joe Garofalo. We got Prince of the Realm. We got Jacob. We've got Old Reliable Brandon Pounder. Finn. Chris G. We got Who with a question mark. And maybe one more little shout out, James Ellis and Herbert Henders. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. We gotta start things off with a super chat, though. Just some geeky guy dropped in a super chat, and we also got a super sticker too coming in after this. But hey, Chris, do you have any PTSD from your time in Iraq? And do you have any crazy combat stories? We won't go into the PTSD thing. And there's quirks that a lot of veterans have, and I definitely have certain quirks that a lot of veterans end up with. I don't feel like I'll probably dive deep into that. Not really any crazy combat stories. It wasn't like, because of me being 88 Mike, I mean, I just did a lot of road stuff. There's a few situations here and there, but nothing really crazy that's anything worth a damn of a story, though. So yeah, thanks for the super chat, though. Prince of Realm also dropping a sticker. I can't show stickers. They don't show in, or it's just a super chat sticker, or it's just a super chat with no questions. So what do you guys have for questions? I will be skimming through the chat. If I miss your question, you can ask it again. If I miss it a second or a third time, just hit me up on Instagram. I got links down in the description box down below. And you can shoot me a message on Instagram, and I will get back to you relatively soon, within like 5 days less. Sometimes it just depends on how busy I am. And, help you out, all right? So cool stuff, all right? We got a like goal right over there, 100. So make sure you take a look down below. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not already. We'll try to get that like goal. Let's see what you guys got for questions. Let's see here. Let's see, Chris G, I have a question. I'm in the process of joining the National Guard. Is boot camp hard? Well, boot camp is Navy, but I understand. I don't know all the lingo, but Army is basic training. Boot camp is usually what they refer to for the Marines or Navy, but for the most part, there's parts of it that are easy, there's parts of it that are hard, so the best advice I say is go into it assuming that everything's just gonna suck so bad, and hopefully it doesn't suck that bad, and everything will be amazing and work out okay. All right, that's the best way to do about it. Another super chat. Just some geeky guy returns with another super chat. Are Army Rangers considered special ops? Yeah, Rangers is still part of the special operations kind of. I don't know what are the umbrella they fall under. I mean, you have PsyOps, you have Rangers, you have Special Forces. I think even technically Civil Affairs, I think, falls under the special operations type of thing. So yeah, I believe it's still kind of a part of that. And then another super chat. We're hitting off with back-to-back super chats. Good deal. Thank you guys. Time for games. How does your tour of duty work? Can you maybe make a video on how it works and what are the pros and cons to tour of duty? I'm gonna take a look at it 9/11. So are you talking about like on a deployment, like what it's like on a deployment? I have a video that talks about what it's like on a deployment. So I would recommend checking out that if that's what you're trying to figure out. If you're talking about what it's like on a deployment, I have one on a combat deployment. I think I have one on what it's like for a non-combat deployment. So I have videos on those already. Just do a search. Probably if you do a search, Christopher Chaos deployment, what it's like on a deployment, something like that probably. I'm sure it probably pops up in there. You know what we need to start doing? We should start doing something like a Discord channel for like videos that like I talk about. So that way if I talk about a video that I'm like, you guys are asking me something, I already have a video on that topic, that like either a moderator or maybe a select group of people can go and like populate that video, like find it real quick for me, populate it into the Discord channel, and then those of you that are asking like questions about those kind of things, if it's a video I mentioned, then they can populate in that channel. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe that might work out easy for some people. Make sure you remember the Discord channel though. Link down in the description box. All right, let me come backwards in the chat. Let's hit up some more of these questions. Hey Chris, just wanted to say thanks for everything you've done to show the world what the Army is really about. I have a real newfound respect for the military and the Army in particular. Well, awesome, who? I'm always, happy to help. Right? It's fun. It's entertaining. I like creating the content, and might as well create content on something I'm familiar with. And if it benefits you, then awesome. I like to keep doing it. One day, hopefully, I can make it a full-time job. Besides being early to everything, what is the biggest skill that the Army taught you that carried into civilian life? I think just how to work under pressure a little bit. I mean, it's not necessarily like the same kind of thing as far as, having to worry about like, getting shot or something like that kind of pressure, worrying about someone's life type of pressure in the civilian world. But it makes it to where like, oh, we got to hurry up and get this done. And you're able to kind of like multitask and manage things and, everything to get the thing accomplished. So probably something along those lines. I don't know how to properly word that the best, but, I definitely feel like because of my time in the Army and you just have so much you have to get done and so many things, that have to get done yesterday, kind of a thing, that you figure out ways to make it happen. And I think that's kind of another thing besides being early to stuff that I think I kind of acquired. Best book for study ASVAB? Probably the ASVAB for Dummies book, probably. I'm actually going to be doing a video pretty soon. Some creators of an app on the Apple Store and also the Google Play Store had hit me up, wanted to do a sponsored video for me to feature their app, so I'm going to be doing that maybe next week, the week after next, somewhere around there. And we'll see what that app is like. They make it sound like it's pretty cool. I haven't got a chance to try it out yet, but we'll be probably doing a video on that, and you can possibly even check that out. The app is free, but it's got like some upgrade options and stuff too. So we'll get into that maybe with the upcoming video pretty soon. Chance on 89 or thoughts on 89 Delta MOS? Is the chance of deployment higher? So I don't even know what 89 Delta is. So let's see what an 89 Delta is. But the key thing really is that your MOS does not necessarily increase your chance of deployment. Your unit does. So that's EOD. So that would make it to where if your unit deploys, because let's say 4th Infantry Division, right? They deploy. So 4th Infantry Division has multiple of MOSs involved. You have cooks, you have finance people, you got 88 mics, you got infantry. I don't know if there's an EOD unit in 4th Infantry Division, but there might be. And if all of 4th Infantry Division deploys, then all the MOSs are going. You being EOD would make it to where you're in more of a dangerous job. So if you go on a mission, then yeah, you're in a more dangerous job. But chances of deploying are pretty equal across the board. It really just comes down to what unit you end up assigned to and if that unit is like a really active unit with deployments or not. Thoughts on Avenged Sevenfold and favorite song of theirs? I like Avenged Sevenfold. I've seen them in concert a few times. Probably Hail to the King is probably my favorite song from Avenged Sevenfold. Mainly I think because even though it's a fairly popular song by them, but to me, their main reason I think I like that song is I remember them playing it in concert and it was badass. I saw them at Red Rocks near Denver, and the stage was pretty cool. And during that one, they have these massive doors that opened up with this skeleton on a throne with a sword and everything like that, and it was badass. And he comes out and there's a bunch of fire and everything like that. So mainly, I think when I hear that song, it triggers that memory, and I remember how badass that performance was at Red Rocks. So I think that's mainly why "Hail to the King" is probably my favorite one by Avenged Sevenfold. Easily, what's happening? The bonus, if you get it in your contract, can the Army later on take it back? No, it's for you. The only time they ever would take it back or not give it to you is if you didn't meet the requirements of the bonus. So, for example, if the bonus required you to be in a certain MOS and you failed that school, you failed the criteria of that bonus, then yeah, they're going to take it back or they're not going to give it to you. If it required you to be in the Army for a certain amount of years and you're getting out early, they're going to take it back from you. So, for the most part, as long as whatever the bonus is for, if the bonus is for you to go, let's say 11 Bravo, and you pass OCID and everything like that, and you fill the obligations of that bonus, then they're not going to take it back from you. But if you don't meet those requirements, then yeah. Join the Army. You're asking if you can join the Army with seizures? I don't believe so. No. You would have to probably consult like with a doctor for sure, or a recruiter, but I'm pretty sure that is something that would disqualify you from being eligible, because they can't take risk of you having a seizure, in a combat zone and training, all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty sure that eliminates you, but it's always best to reference from a recruiter for sure, kind of a thing. Super chat from J Colt 45. Thank you for the super chat. What advice would you give someone that's down on their luck? Oh, motivational speaker time, huh? I don't know if I'm a great motivational speaker type of person. I don't know how good of advice it really is, but I guess some of the things that I do, right, is I try to evaluate it, right? There's times where shit happens and it sucks. Feel like you're down on your luck, things aren't working out properly and everything like that. And sitting there thinking about it usually doesn't accomplish anything. So I tend to more try to figure out a way to solve it, right? There may not be a really good way to solve the problem that's causing you to be down on your luck or not being able to achieve things, but sometimes there's other things that can at least improve things a little bit. And if I can just improve it a little bit, then that's at least a start. And that's what I try to do usually, is I try to figure out how can I work towards making it better. I may not be able to fully, right? Maybe I'm down on my luck because I can't win $1 million. Well, that's probably gonna be really hard, but maybe I can find something along the way that can earn me more money, right? Maybe you're not gonna give me $1 million, but maybe it'll give me more money than I would have had. Or if it's down on your luck with relationship things, well then maybe that relationship wasn't gonna work out, and you just need to kind of, relax and realize there's other people out there too. So I don't know if that's good motivational speaking right there. I probably wouldn't hire me for a motivational speaker type of thing, but maybe that helps a little bit. Thank you for the super chat. Chris, have you played Fortnite? If so, in my opinion, Call of Duty is better than Fortnite. I don't think I've ever played Fortnite. I'm not into it. It seems way too cartoony. The whole building and all that other stuff like that. No, I've never played Fortnite. Never been interested in wanting to. Hey, how are you? Thanks a million for your awesome videos. Well, thank you. Hopefully joining soon in the chaplain cadet program. Any thoughts or advice? I don't know a whole lot about it. It's an officer, right? Because you're actually trying to be a chaplain, right? If you're trying to do the actual thing. So that's an officer type of thing, right? Just stay motivated, right? I know always, like the chaplains I always remember that were cool were like the really friendly ones, the ones that would go out of their way to talk to you, really boost your morale. So kind of go into the mind with that is that sometimes soldiers are looking to the chaplain to boost their morale and, make them laugh or just be friendly with them and nice. So that's always the key thing, right? Because some officers are not in the same kind of, you know, attitude as a chaplain is. So just go into it, you know, with positive attitude. Make sure that, understand that you're probably there to also boost the morale of some of the soldiers. Best non-MOS skill the Army taught me was how to use a floor buffer. I could see that. I still wasn't very good at using it though. I think it would easily get away from you. It's kind of tough to control. You really took a little bit of work, but I don't know if there. I wonder if there's. I can't think if there's anything else on my end of a non-MOS skill that the Army taught me that I'm pretty good at. No. maybe that'd make a good video. Non-MOS skills that the Army teaches you that you'll become good at. Buffing floors. Can 11 Charlies go to sniper school? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't believe so. You'd have to talk to like a recruiter, maybe see if they know. But it's not like a thing you can actually get into your contract. It's something you have to get sent to once you get to your unit. But if you're trying to get into MOS, that will later get you into sniper school. 11 Bravo is probably your best chance. I don't think 11 Charlies are able to go to sniper school though. I'm kind of losing motivation for joining the Army. I hear so much bad stuff on Reddit, like leadership doesn't care about soldiers and it sucks all the time. Any tips for gaining motivation? I don't know if there's if I have any really good tips for gaining motivation. I mean, the thing with that is, yeah, that happens. Sometimes you have just crummy leadership. I mean, but I also feel like that happens in the civilian world too. So don't let that be the lone thing that decides that you're not going to join the Army is because you heard that the leadership sucks. That can be anywhere. You can get a job at Walmart, you can get a job working at Amazon, you can get a job working for an amazing bank or whatever, and you end up with crappy bosses, and it happens, right? So don't let it, you know, be the reason why. I mean, the only probably main thing probably with the Army is, at least with the civilian world, if you have a crappy boss, you can go try to find another job, you can quit, get away from that environment, and hopefully the new job has better leadership, where the Army, you're kind of stuck with it, you get stuck dealing with it. So that's probably the only thing that's kind of a big flaw in that whole thing. But I mean, you have crappy leadership anywhere sometimes. Sometimes it's hit or miss. You can't really predict it. So I don't really have any good thing to kind of keep you motivated. Just kind of remember what it is you want to join for. If there's something specifically why you want to join, then just remember that. Is the Army going to provide you the best training to do that thing you want to do? Or is it going to be better if you can find it somewhere in the civilian sector? So that's what you got to ask yourself, I guess. Super chat. Corporal equals automatic still not have to post 30-day BLC? Are you asking it? Wait, hang on. Corporal equals automatic still not have post 30-day BLC. I'm not too sure if that's a statement you're trying to make or a question you're trying to ask. But you automatically become a corporal if you've been to the board and you've gone to BLC. So, I don't know. Are you saying that you're not a corporal and you finished BLC recently? I don't know. But, I mean, you still have to wait till like probably the first of the next month to get orders and all that kind of stuff. So, thanks for the super chat, though. We'll skip down a little ways, come back down. Well, I saw Evie said she's got to take off. Thank you, Evie. Have a great night. For pre-RASP, is it the guys with the best PT score move on to RASP? Or is it a set time in pre-RASP, like 2 weeks, then RASP? I couldn't tell you for sure. I know in some cases, like pre-RASP, like if you're doing it at your unit type of thing, because they only have X amount of slots and they have more than that of people that want to go, then yeah, it's going to be the people that perform the best and have the better chance of, you know, actually passing RASP and maybe getting selected type of thing. If you do pre-RASP, I think there's also a pre-RASP, like when you join, I think. And I don't know if that one's like the same kind of terms. type of thing, where they kind of like put everybody through the ringer, and then from there figure out who is good enough to continue on to RASP and who should go back to the unit and work out more or whatever. I'm not 100% sure on how they end up kind of working it in that kind of aspect. Just denied E5 as a 92 Alpha to become a 15 Tango. Hope I did the right thing. How'd you deny? Do you work in like a place that chooses people for MOSs? Is the vaccine mandatory now? Yes. I did a video on that. Talks a little bit about it. But yeah, there's still haven't like kind of worked out the full-on details. I need to fix the Chaos Army Commanders thing. I just noticed that Random Clips Military runs into Doug the Eliminator's name. But yeah, it is. But they haven't really kind of come up with a timeline as far as how they're kind of managing it and who's going to have to, get it by when and all that kind of stuff. So expect that, it will be a thing, or it is a thing. So, nope. I've heard of the differences between officer and warrant officer. What do you choose? Warrant officer seems like a lot more chill than officer. So I feel like you're not quite held to the same standards as an officer. When you're a warrant officer, you're kind of like that cool medium between enlisted and officer, where people really don't know what to do with you too well and how to treat you or what. So yeah, I think warrant officer. On a deployment, can you survive on MREs? Technically, yeah. I mean, you probably wouldn't end up being very healthy in the end. I have a video on like surviving on MREs for a long time type of thing. And even the Army doesn't recommend doing it for more than 30 days type of thing. So if you're on a 1-year deployment, even a 6-month deployment, surviving off of solely nothing but MREs is probably going to jack you up a little bit, to where you're going to probably have diarrhea or something crazy going on. You're probably not going to feel very great. So I don't imagine it would be a good option to survive a whole deployment on that. And usually don't. You usually have like a cooked meal in most cases. It depends on like where you're at on the deployment. Like you have like a hot breakfast and maybe a hot dinner chow and then maybe MRE lunch. In a lot of cases, depending on the FOB you're on, you get, all 3 meals is a good defact food. So it really just kind of depends sometimes. If I want to join the Special Forces, but I'm in the military, do I need to retake the ASVAB if my score is low for SF? Yeah, if you're already in, I think you still need like a 110 GT score to be able to go for SFAS, I believe, or 100 is either 100 or like 110, something like that. And so if you're in that category where you don't have the requirements for it, then they'll have you do GT improvement class, and they'll have you essentially kind of like retake the ASVAB while you're in the Army to boost that score and qualify for that. So yeah. My grandpa is Vietnam veteran. Can I wear his dog tags or I shouldn't? That's completely fine. I know lots of people that like to wear dog tags, spouses, boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever of their, person they're in a relationship with. Hell, I've even seen a lot of people that have nothing to do with the military and just think it's cool, right? Rappers or whatever. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with dog tags. Thank you for all your Army information videos. My son told me today that he knows of 3 SITs getting kicked out of his basic training for not getting vaccinated. Damn. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's an option they can choose to do. I haven't officially heard all the possibilities of what they'll do and everything, but yeah, I can understand that probably is an option that they're going to probably look at if people don't want to get the shot. There's a lag? Well, it was a while back that you said that. I saw that Jay the Vorn saying a lag alert. I didn't notice it. Right now I have currently excellent connection, so hopefully it wasn't too long of a lag. Yeah, they say just my connection, maybe, or just my connection. Do you have any positive or negative interactions with military police? I always hear about how everyone dislikes them, and pretty concerning. I've never had any negative interactions, no. I mean, I feel like if you're the person that's, you know, speeding all the time on posts and, you know, you're getting pulled over all the time, then you might have negative interactions, but maybe you shouldn't have been doing that in the first place, and you wouldn't have to worry about the interaction. But, no. I don't think I've ever had any kind of negative interaction with military police. They're definitely people you don't want pissed off, though. Any advice training for 160th SOAR? I don't, because I don't know anything about 160th, so I couldn't help you on that. Can you explain JROTC challenge coin challenges? By the way, you're an amazing YouTuber. Thank you, Nicholas. I don't know anything about JROTC, so I don't know if the challenge coin challenge is anything like the Army one. I have a video on that. It's a pretty old video. But usually, like soldiers, you know, you'll have your challenge coins, and some soldiers might carry around their highest ranking coin, and then sometimes when you're in the bar, they'll be like, you know, someone will lay down their challenge coin to challenge someone else, and if whoever has the lowest coin gets stuck buying those people beers or buying them a drink or buying them a shot, whatever the case is. That's one of the traditions I know of. Other people might have different traditions or whatever, but I don't think JROTC has that same tradition, so I don't know what the JROTC challenge coin is. Is it throw a coin down, the highest ranking one has to buy everybody a Capri Sun? I don't know. I look so different. Is it because of the glasses? Got new glasses a couple weeks, the other week. So, yeah. I already covered this. Is there a rule if you drop your weapon in the Army? Yeah, you gotta get down with it. Knock out some push-ups. I have a video on that. How easy is it to quit the Army during basic or even after basic? It's not easy, probably. A lot of times people that try to quit during basic or whatever are just going to get recycled, and so it ends up making your experience longer. If you don't have a valid reason to get out of the Army, they're just going to make your life hell. So, yeah, it's not a job that if you are someone you think you're going to want to try to quit, you should not try to join the military at all. Even afterwards, no, if there's not a legitimate reason to get out of your contract, you're not. And if you do find a reason to get out of your contract, it's probably not for good reasons, and it's probably going to mess up your career, mess up your future, you know, screw up a lot of benefits, potentially, depending on why you're getting out for. So yeah, I don't know of any easy way or good way that's not going to screw you up. I shipped November 1st, Fort Sill. Any recommendations? I would say make sure you have some fun before leaving. Not too much fun that gets you in trouble, though. But, you know, go to restaurants that you know you're not going to get a chance to enjoy. Hang out with your friends. Enjoy spending time with family. Make sure you stay in shape, because you don't want to go in there, you know, getting lazy and then go off to basic out of shape. So make sure you continue to work out. Maybe like a month or two prior to basic. Start kind of getting acclimated to waking up early in the morning. Maybe go work out and go on a run. Like get up at like, you know, 5:30 in the morning and go for a little 2-mile run, 4-mile run, and kind of start getting acclimated to that to kind of be prepared. Are there some combat deployments that at least give you weekends off? Not usually. You might have an MOS that kind of has like some kind of like off time schedule, and you might be lucky enough, but most of the time, no. So I would not probably expect that. What do we have for likes, by the way? What are we at? We're at 55 likes, halfway there, about halfway through the stream, halfway there to likes. All right, so make sure 100 likes. Hit that like button down below. Take a look down below. Are you liking the stream yet? If you dislike the stream, then you've been disqualified from the military. I'm also going to have to take away your Xbox and your PlayStation. So don't do that. But like the stream, and everything will go right for you. I last ate almost nothing but MREs for 10 days straight and had a near daily date with Nature's Outhouse back in February. Yeah, some people are able to go longer. I know some people that loved MREs and we eat the hell out of MREs and probably survive longer off of MREs, and then other people that, you know, couldn't do it. So it also would depend on the person too. But yeah, it's not usually recommended for going, I think, more than 2 weeks or something like that. I forget what the Army recommends. I say in that video though. What do you know about the referral process before shipping out to basic? I heard you can rank up once per referral, up to 2 times. Army only, yeah. I think if you get one friend to join, then you can get E2, and I think if you can get 2 people to join, then you can potentially get E3, but you can't go past E3. So you can't go like, oh, go get like 5 people to join, and boom, now you're in E5. Wouldn't that be convenient? So I think it's just like that. Yeah, something along those lines. The recruiters do it. You can do that during the Future Soldier program or prior to leaving out. If you get a good recommendation to get someone to join, then yeah, you can come in with a little bit of rank. There's also other things that recruiters will have for you if you do the Future Soldier program, where that can help you earn rank 2 before you ship off. If you want to, start earning a little bit more money right away, rather than having to start from the bottom. Are you really chosen randomly to be 11 Bravo or 11 Charlie? Is there anything you can do convince the drill sergeant to give you 11 Bravo? Join the National Guard. I think National Guard doesn't have 11 Charlies, so if you're National Guard, they have to make you 11 Bravo. Otherwise, beyond that, no, not really. Not that I've ever heard, anyways. I've talked to quite a few individuals who are 11 Bravos, recent ones too, and all of them have given me a little bit kind of different stories here and there, but for the most part, it's still a random thing. They ended up, like one guy told me that they had like 4 platoons and they just made 1st and 2nd platoon Bravos, or like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd platoon Bravos and 4th platoon Charlies, because usually more of them will become Bravos than Charlies. So they did it that way. They had another time where they were all, another guy told me that during the beginning of basic training, they had everybody kind of lined up and they're like, everybody from here to here, you're an 11 Bravo. Anybody from here to here, you're 11 Charlie. So everybody I've ever talked to, it's fairly random. The way they end up doing it just may vary, but yeah, I think the only way I've ever heard of someone pretty much guaranteeing 11 Bravo is National Guard. What's up, Tiffany? How's it going? Is it true that Ocid is considered harder than a typical basic training plus Ait Journey? Probably, yeah, I would say that most likely. You're going to do a lot of the similar stuff that people do in basic training, but I feel like they're probably harder on you than basic training compared to Ocid. So the Ocid drill sergeant's a little bit harder on those individuals. And then you don't really get to go anywhere, right? So like with other MOSs, you're done with that 10 weeks of basic training. Maybe you go somewhere. Sometimes you might stay at the same location for your AIT. And then you start getting a little bit more relaxed on like privileges, where I've heard from people like, especially like 11 Bravo individuals doing OSIT, they don't really get that same kind of relaxation that AIT gives other soldiers. So yeah, for all the stories I've ever heard, yeah, it sounds like OSIT is harder, a little bit more challenging, less freedom than soldiers doing basic training and then going to AIT. Can you be in the different state National Guard if your state doesn't have the MOS you want? Yeah, I believe so. I've known people that, I know for reserves people, I've known people that did that, where they go and they'll travel some results for their reserve. And I believe it's the same way for National Guard too, so I think so. I would check with a recruiter just to be sure if that was something you wanted to be interested in, but I think you can do that. Thanks, Tiffany. I saw Tiffany complimenting on the glasses. Thank you, Tiffany. What is it? This Chris Chaos looks so much better video quality on my TV versus gaming monitor. Good deal. Is it a big TV? Like a 75-inch? 85-inch? What's the deal? How far in advance does or should a soldier put in his papers to leave the Army? So you don't really have to put in papers, really. Like, for someone who's retiring, they have to put in for that, and that's once you've been in for 20 years, then you can put in for retirement. But if you're just not going to renew your contract, you don't really put in any papers for it. You start talking to your unit about, hey, my ETS date's coming up pretty soon. I need to start ACAPing, start doing classes, and start clearing stuff like that. And they typically will let you do that 6 months out. Some units may be too busy for that, and they won't let you. Like in my case, I got stuck having to do it all like the last month or two before I got out of the Army. But technically, you can kind of start the process, start doing some stuff like the medical and certain other things about 6 months away from getting in the Army. But you don't really have any papers you put in or anything like that. It's not like putting in a 2 weeks notice kind of a thing at a normal employer, and it's not like putting in your retirement packet unless you are retiring kind of a thing, 20 plus years. Do you think long distance relationships in 2 separate branches could work? Possibly. I'm sure it's a challenge, and it probably just depends on how strong the relationship is. There's ways to make it work. There's no guarantee, right? I mean, if it's a new relationship, it might be really tough. If it's already a relationship that's got some, a little bit of longevity to it, maybe you've already developed a good trust between each other and developed that relationship, then maybe you might have a better chance in that way. But I'd say if it's probably new, I guess it depends on the people, right? At some point in time, you start getting lonely and you start missing having someone there to be there for you, and then maybe it doesn't work out because you can't. It's not enough just talking to them on the phone or Skyping with them or FaceTiming with them, and you'd rather have something in person. So one of the individuals ended up cutting off the relationship because of it. So it's hard to say. Let's scroll down a little bit. How far behind? I'm not that far behind. I won't go too far. I don't really know anything about warrant officer stuff. The little bit that I do know is usually you have to, unless it's for flight, like if you're trying to do warrant officer for a certain MOS, then usually you have to work your way up to E5 or E6. It kind of varies sometimes based on the MOS, and then put in for warrant officer packet. Once you put in for the warrant officer packet, then you go to walks. You have the school you go through, and then become a warrant officer. So, yeah. But the whole process, I really don't know all of it. The only time you can really kind of do warrant officer faster is if you're trying to go for pilot. Nothing is easy in the Army unless you already know what you're doing or learn fast or get lucky. Pretty much. Ever been hiking or camping, hiking or fishing? Hiking, yes. Camping, yes. Fishing, when I was younger, I'm not a fisher kind of person, so I don't really like to fish. But yeah, camping, I like camping. Hiking, I love doing. So yeah, all 2 of those anyways, of 2 of the 3. What do you think the best MRE is? I've said it before. The chili mac one I think is my favorite one. I like that one. The spaghetti one used to be really good. A long time ago, the menu has changed up though as far as what comes in the spaghetti one. But the main thing I remember about the spaghetti one was it came with M&Ms and it came with the crackers with peanut butter. Not like the 2 separate where it's crackers and then a peanut butter packet, but those actual crackers like you buy in the store where it's the crackers with peanut butter inside of the crackers, or in between the 2, sandwiched between the 2 crackers. So I remember that was a really good MRE to get. But as far as the main dish part, the chili mac was kind of my favorite. I kind of was thinking about it. That'd be kind of a good dinner. Like make a good homemade chili mac. Maybe I should talk the girlfriend into that. How many trucks are in the Army in total? 1. Or in the Army total? Well, then it gets a little bit more because on an installation there's 1 truck. So then it would depend on how many installations there are. So 1 times however many Army installations there are. So I don't know if you're trying to give me the Army trick question of how many trucks are on installation, which the answer is 1. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video on that. If you're talking about actual vehicles, because technically that is called a vehicle, not a truck. And there's a crap ton of that. So depends on your what you're referring to. But I can't tell for sure. Is it easy to get a weekend pass during AIT if you're married? Wasn't sure if it would be easy for my wife to visit once or twice during AIT. I'm going for a 12 November. Usually most AITs, the way they'll do it is you won't be able to do it like the beginning, but a little bit later on they start opening up more privileges. And and then like you won't be able to go too far away, but if your wife or spouse or whoever comes to visit you in that location, and typically they'll base your availability of going on pass based on if you've been passing your tests, if you passed your fitness test, and then yeah, you'll be able to go on pass. But if you failed tests, you failed your physical fitness test, then they usually won't allow you to go on pass for the weekend. And then how often you get to do weekend passes, that varies. Sometimes they'll give you a heads up saying that, hey, if you pass everything this coming up weekend pretty soon, we're going to let you guys go on pass and you can take off for that weekend, but only if you pass everything. So that will vary too. Sometimes you don't get much of a heads up. It's kind of tough. There you go. Team Sports is in the house. Recruiter right there for you guys. You guys trying to find out Army stuff from an actual recruiter. This is who you need to kind of probably contact right here. Only active duty and National Guard has 11 Bravo Infantry as an option. No combat MOS other than MP and the reserves. Keep grinding, brother, and good stuff. There you go. Right there from the mouth of the Army recruiter as well. Right there. So that way it gives you a good heads up. Yeah, from the previous question that someone was asking about trying to guarantee 11 Bravo. Yeah. National Guard would allow you to do so, but that would probably prevent you from being 11 Charlie, like I was talking about earlier. But yeah, on active duty side, the main thing we were talking about was that you don't really get to pick if you're going 11 Bravo or 11 Charlie. It kind of ends up being a random kind of thing that you get stuck in. I've heard of a few rare situations where people were able to get in their contract for 11 Bravo. So maybe you hit up Team Swartz, maybe he can hook that up and also get you a Camaro for a sign-on bonus. So make sure you hit him up. Becoming a Green Beret, is it very hard? Oh, no, that's super easy. I mean, basically, if you can do 2 plus 2, you can do like 5 push-ups, boom, Green Beret. It's actually a really simple process. No, I'm being sarcastic because it's an extremely hard thing to do. I don't know, like I'd be curious to want to know which one is harder to get into. Green Berets, which is Special Forces, or the Navy SEALs. I wonder which one is like harder. But yeah, not easy at all. Not one single bit. There's probably nothing about trying to become a Green Beret that is easy. Do they serve food on a chaos tour? I don't even know if we'll do a chaos tour. And I don't know if it'll serve food. How soon do you find out your duty station upon completion of AIT? It's usually like the last 2 weeks, somewhere around there, time frame of AIT. So it won't be like after AIT, it'll be actually still during AIT. Like I remember I think it was like a week or two, the last week or two is when we found out where our first duty station was going to be. Other people that I've talked to around this a similar time frame type of thing. The only time that may take longer is sometimes you get stuck with like being a holdover, where maybe they don't know where you're going to go, and so then you graduate AIT and then you get stuck being a holdover at AIT, doing crappy details of like buffing floors and mowing grass or whatever they need you to do until they can figure out where the hell you're going to for your first duty assignment. And that sucks. But ideally, it should be like something like that, like last couple weeks, last 2 weeks. How long were your deployments to Iraq? My first one was a 12-month one, and the second one was a 15-month one. They ended up being a little bit short of that because it didn't end up working out to be exactly like 12 months and 15 months, but that's how long they were planned for. I think it ended up being I think the first one ended up being 11 months, and then the second one ended up being like 13 or 14 months, something like that. Let's take a poll. Are you watching live stream computer, TV, tablet, or phone, tablet, or other? We can actually do polls in here. Should we do a poll? Let's try out the poll option. We've never really messed with the poll option inside of the chat. Let's do a poll. Let's see. What are you watching on? This is what we'll kind of have the question be. We'll do the question of we'll do phone / tablet because I feel like it's kind of similar. And then we'll do PC/laptop type of thing. We'll add an option here. We'll do TV. Is there anything else really? Phone, tablet, PC, laptop. We'll do an other option, I guess. I don't know what the other could be. Are you watching it like on your navigation inside your car? I don't know what other would possibly be. All right. Did it post? It's not showing me yet. It's supposed to show me like options. I don't see where the options went to. Did it actually? Oh, there it is. Okay, it wasn't showing me the options at first. There you go. There's a poll in honor of Jay the Vorn's question there. So we'll let that go for a little bit and we'll see how things are going. Are there any programs for enlisted to officer when you don't have a college degree already? Yeah, green to gold. So you request for that or put in for it to basically they'll send you to college. Is what they do is you're an enlisted soldier. They send you off to college. You kind of like get out of the army technically with the obligation that you have to come back in to go to college, go to ROTC, and then come back in as an officer. So yeah, it's called green to gold. I'm pretty sure that's what they still call it, right? Many moons ago, it was 180 miles, 3-hour drive for the National Guard to enlist for a spot. Man, it's rough. Do drill sergeants treat those who join as an E2 or E3 differently than those who join as an E1? Maybe a little bit. Sometimes they'll make those people be like squad leaders or platoon sergeants for the basic training platoon, and kind of make them be more responsible based on the rank and compared to other people. So that kind of ends up being a thing to an extent. So that's pretty much about it, though. Alyssa, what's happening? One of our Chaos Army commanders down below. Amazing. Hypothetically, if the guy you referred to the recruiter forgot to tell his recruiter about you before he went to MEPS, can you still get the referral promotion, or is it too late? I think it's probably too late. I think they have like a form they have you fill out to refer someone. So I don't think I think it's not necessarily that they have to say that, hey, this person referred me to get in. I think it's you. You were supposed to tell your recruiter, hey, here's a guy that I know that's interested in joining the Army. Contact him, talk to him about the Army. He wants to join. And then if he does join, then you get the credit for it. I don't think it works like he has to say that you referred him. I think you have to give his contact information to the recruiter to get credit for it, I believe. Jordan says, watched your videos right before basic, and it really prepared me for what I was going into. You're the real deal. I'm graduating AIT this week and headed to Korea on the 21st. God bless you, man. Well, thanks, man. Have fun in Korea. Some people hate Korea. Some people love Korea. I really think it's what you make out of it. There's a lot of cool touristy stuff you can do, right? COVID may kind of restrict that a little bit, or maybe a lot. I don't know. Hopefully not too much, because like when I was in Korea, I got to see a lot of sights. I had a lot of fun with friends. A lot of cool places to look at and be a tourist at. So it was fun. And if you have that opportunity to do that same thing, do so. A lot of people end up treating Korea as just getting drunk in the barracks and that's about it. Or maybe just going to a local bar every weekend and getting drunk there, and then they don't really experience the rest of the country. So try not to fall into that rut that maybe some people try to drag you into. If they just want to keep on going to the same bar or drink in the barracks, and try to check out some of the tourist stuff and get a chance to really see the country. Hey Chris, just wanted to say thank you for all your help. You helped me make a decision on joining the Army, and I'm here. So again, thank you so much. Well, awesome, David. But if it sucks, don't blame me. I'm sorry. Sometimes it does suck. And there's no guarantee that your Army career will be amazing. Sometimes it ends up sucking and you don't want to move on. I think Gunrunner, one of our admin guys, he's not in here right now, but I remember seeing something about him saying that he wasn't really enjoying his time in the Army. He watched me and learned some stuff from watching me, and then joined and became a tanker. But I don't think he's enjoying it, but maybe that's just Fort Hood that's kind of killed the motivation out of him. How are we looking on this poll? Let me see here. Let me try to... It like minimizes the poll. Looks like 54% are watching on a tablet or phone, 32% on a PC, 10% on a TV, and somehow there's an other. Because we got 5% that chose other. So, we got 41 votes though. I'll give it like another minute and I'm going to close the poll. This is a fun poll, just to try out the feature. If you want to vote still and you haven't voted, go for it. I'm curious, who the hell voted other? What is other? What is not a phone or tablet, a PC, laptop, or a TV? I can't think of what else you could use. Oh. I mean, unless you're getting specific and you're like, well, I have a Mac, so I'm on a Mac. I mean, you know what I meant. PC. I wasn't specifically talking about the operating system, but... If you decide to get out, will they send you overseas for 9 months, 13 months before you are planning to get out? I mean, not really, no. So like they won't like send you to another duty assignment. If you have like less than a year, then usually it makes you non-deployable and they won't like deploy you and they won't send you anywhere. But if you have usually more than a year, then they likely will. I mean, in some cases they might still for maybe like you have 11 months, you have 10 months, but I don't know if that's what you're trying to state here or trying to ask about. Do National Guard Special Forces choose their MOS? No, because I think all Special Forces do it the same way, where they kind of choose for you as far as what 18 series MOS they're going to put you in. So it kind of goes that way. All right, we'll go ahead and end this in the voting. We did 49 votes. So in the poll, it'll show the results in the chat. I'm curious, did anybody say console? I mean, it's on your TV though still. I see Jimmy in the chat saying console, but technically you're still watching it on your TV, right? So I'm watching on a cardboard box. So yeah, other okay. All right. It's a pretty cool cardboard box. Army terminology scared me at reception. Once we asked to go to the bathroom, and they said there is no bathrooms on post, only latrines. Yeah, weird terminology. The latrine. Can't say go to the bathroom. How great is Germany? I'm on the way there now. I've always heard great things about Germany. I've been to Germany on vacation, not as a duty assignment. So I don't know what it's like as a duty assignment, but I've always heard like amazing things as far as people really loved being in Germany. COVID again right now, restrictions probably kind of screw that up somewhat, where it may not be as enjoyable of an experience. But yeah, Germany's pretty cool though. All right, we are at 72 likes. Like goal of 100. Take a look down below. If you have not hit that thumbs up, then hit that thumbs up. If you're on a console watching on TV, I guess you probably can't, I don't think. So that 55% and 30% of people, you should have the ability to be able to hit that thumbs up. The 10 and 4% of you that are watching on a TV, I don't think you actually can. So guess you can't. Sorry, only awesome people. Got a 11 Bravo in the house right there. You got Infantryman Samuel, is it Samuels? If that is your last name. I don't know. Do Army officers have to live on base? They don't have to. If you're an officer, you're basically treated as a married soldier is, even if you're single. So you receive BAH, and you can choose to either use that BAH to live off post, or basically forfeit your BAH and get on-post housing. And they have officer housing, so they have places on post that are like the officer homes. So you could choose those ones. If there is no officer housing available on post, then you have to get something off post, though. If you get a low GT score on ASVAB and want to go Ranger, and you increase your GT score in the actual army. I already answered this question earlier. Are you not paying attention, man? Yes, it's called GT Improvement class. And you can take that, you can request that class if you don't meet the requirements, and you can try to boost up your GT score to qualify for that. I see Michael saying Jake Paul won the fight. I haven't watched the fight. Did the fight just end? Horrible. If that's the case, I'd rather have Tyrone Woodley win, but technically you can't be too surprised. Tyrone Woodley hasn't really won an MMA fight in a while either, so maybe Jake Paul will fight an actual boxer soon. Instead of fighting people that are other than boxers. What is this? So no free food during the last chaos tour before COVID 2020? No. We just met up with a couple of people, hung out, said hi, asked some questions, we chatted for about an hour or so, and that was it. The original, the first and only Chaos Live tour thing was not a success. It was awful. It makes me hesitant to even want to do a second one, and whenever we do decide to do, or if I decide to do a second one. What vehicles does the Army use other than Humvees? They have the JLTV, they have the MRAP, they have the MATV. There's a lot of vehicles. There's a ton. There's a lot. Striker. It'd be hard to name all of them because I wouldn't know all of them. Let's see, Vu saying other is both TV/PC. I mean, what do you have, like your PC plugged into a TV? Then I feel like it's just PC then. You just have a big monitor. Why didn't you stay in for 20 years? It was never like a thing where I wanted to make it a career. It was really just a stepping stone to be able to kind of, get the experience in. Hopefully give me a better career than I would have had without military experience. So it was really, that was my intention. I just wanted to get that military experience. It's supposed to only be 4 years and then go to college. 4 years turned into like almost 11 years. Team Swords got some knowledge for you guys. Active duty determined by your unit. Guard recruiters can pull either an 11 Bravo or Charlie based on open vacancies, but locked in or you go down for enlistment. No surprises. Good deal. I have a 4-year degree, but want to go active duty as enlisted. That's fine. I know a lot of people that have done that because they'd just rather be enlisted, especially because I feel like you probably get more hands-on training, more actual, where an officer is more like a manager, leader, more of the admin type of stuff, depending on the MOS, right, and everything. Whereas the enlisted person, they're the ones doing the work, and so you get more of that job experience. And then, if you want later on go officer, then you can always go officer maybe later on, So I don't think that's a bad option. I have self-harm scars when I was 6 years old, now 29, and want to join. Can I even join, or am I wasting my time? I couldn't tell you for sure. May come down to like a psychological exam, probably. I don't know. I would talk to a recruiter on that. It probably comes down to a doctor evaluating you. So I would never say, you always got to try, right? So always give it a shot. And if it turns out that it doesn't work out, or you can't do it, you're disqualified, then at least but don't leave it up to thinking that it's a disqualifier without trying. So I would always, with any case of anything, always try. And if it ends up being something that disqualifies you, then you'll know. You don't want to be in a situation where you find out later on down the road that you could have joined when that was something you wanted and you didn't try because you heard that it was a disqualifier. I think other ways to watch live stream, maybe your gaming device, have the YouTube app, PlayStation via Nintendo Switch. I guess you do. Maybe I can see the Switch maybe, but But I feel like if you're doing a gaming device, then it's a TV. Because it's not like I'm on HBO. It's not like you can like just turn your TV on and go to like a specific channel and there's the Christopher Chaos live stream. So you have to do something through something, whether that's a Roku, a Amazon Fire Stick, a console, something like that. But it's being watched on a TV, so I feel like that falls in the same category. But I don't know. That's just me. I spent 5 years in Seoul. Where did you go in Korea? So I was stationed at the Joint Security Area, which was up on the border of North Korea and South Korea. As far as where I went, like to like check out stuff, Seoul a lot. I did a lot of stuff in Seoul. Went down to Busan, Osan, a few places like in between. I don't remember like the name of the places. I remember there was a place that had a bunch of Buddhist monk temples and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. But most of the stuff that I did was usually within the city of Seoul. That was pretty cool. So it was a lot of fun. What do we at? 83 likes? Come on, guys. This way. 100 likes. We're almost done with the live stream. We're already at 1 hour. I'm only going to probably read a few more questions, and I'm going to go backwards in chat to check for a few more. So we probably only got maybe 15-ish minutes, somewhere around there. So make sure you hit that like button so we can get to that goal of 100. Let me jump way far ahead in the chat. Let's see. Oh, that was not what I want to select, but the chat moved when I went to go select the one I wanted. When's the next video on Chaos Vlogs and Chaos Plays Games? I couldn't tell you. I want to do a vlog one probably soon. I don't know if there will be a Chaos Plays Games. I don't know if I will do gaming stuff. Really just don't have the time to play enough video games to make that a relative channel type of thing. If I play games, I feel like it's going to be like a Discord thing where maybe like it's an unlisted live stream on this channel that if you're a member of the Discord channel, I post about it and you can go click on the link and go join the live stream and watch. But I don't know. I don't know if that'll be a thing. The vlog thing, I will eventually do that again. I just been too busy. A lot of things going on and everything else like that. So haven't really had the time to really kind of put together anything awesome. I did have one vlog that I put together of an office tour, but then I changed the office, so then I deleted that one. So I'll have to do another version of that one eventually with the different version of the office. I don't know. In Korea, will it be fun everywhere except the few on the DMZ? I mean, I even had fun on the DMZ. I mean, like the cool thing I liked about being on the DMZ was it was a small installation, so the team cohesion was really good between everybody. And then when celebrities would come for like USO tours, they would come down to, you know, like the major ones, and you had these huge lines if you wanted to meet them and get a picture with them, where there was not a ton of us at the DMZ, so it wasn't a very long line if you wanted to go wait in line to go meet a celebrity. And I met quite a few cool celebrities. I think Rob Schneider is probably the coolest one that I met. He was the nicest guy of all the celebrities I met. So Rob Schneider was awesome. But yeah, I mean, I think I still had fun at the DMZ too. What determines what unit you get put into? Needs of the Army. I mean, if the Army needs your MOS, there's units. They have what's called MTO, which determines basically what MOSs they're authorized to have. So let's say, you know, this particular unit is authorized to have 50 11 Bravos, but they only have 48. Well, that means they have a couple slots open. So they're going to look for people to either come into those slots from Ocid or from another duty assignment. It also depends on the rank too, because they might be 11 Bravo slots for E4 or below. If they're E4, if they're 11 Bravo slots for E5 and above, then that's a little bit different. They're going to pull from, you know, other duty assignments to put people on orders where they're overstrengthed at, or they've been at that place for a long time. So, yeah, I mean, needs of the Army is really what kind of determines what unit you go to. All right, we're going to go backwards in chat. So, 91 likes. We got 9 more likes to get to reach our goal. God damn it. Our goal of 100. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. If I did not answer your question, you had a question, hit me up on Instagram. super easy. There's a link down in the description box. I make it simple for you. All right, I'm gonna come backwards in the chat though. Let me see if I can find some good questions that maybe I breezed over. Let's see. See what Tiffany has here. My friend has 13 months before he's getting out and got voluntold that he's been sent to Germany for 9 months. He's getting back 4 months before he intended to get out of the army. I mean, they can kind of do that. I mean, they just can't keep you past the time. So I mean, they could do stuff like that. I'm watching in my Tesla, so other. That could be a possibility. I mean, I don't know if you really have a Tesla, but anyway, you could watch the live stream from a Tesla. That'd be pretty sweet. You guys should, a fun little thing. How about we do? If you're a member of the Discord channel or this Discord server, and you have the availability to take a picture of how you're watching the live stream right now, take a picture of it and maybe post it like in the check this out channel of the Discord. I'd love to see maybe some pictures for how people are watching the live stream. If you're watching on your phone, then I guess you can, unless you have another phone or a camera you want to take a picture of and then post it that way. But I'd love to see some pictures if you got it, if you're up for it. Maybe post it in the check this out channel on the Discord. One more. I'm looking for one more maybe good question. Can you drink beer in the barracks? I don't know why I asked, but it's a question. Yeah, if you're 21, you're older, 21 or older, yeah, you can drink alcohol in the barracks. If you're under 21, obviously not. But yeah, you still have to be of age. All right, a couple more questions, and then we'll be ending the stream here pretty soon. Do you know if any Ranger battalions are in Afghanistan? I read 82nd got deployed over there to contain the mess. I think 82nd got deployed to Kuwait, but I mean, they could easily get rerouted or be kind of there for support of that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if there are any Ranger battalions. I don't know what units got deployed over there. Take care, Jay the Vorn. So you got to take off. I was stationed at Camp Humvees, and we had the Dallas Cowboys at the post during the fall season at one time. That's pretty cool. I didn't have the actual any football teams. We had cheerleaders because I was there for 2 years in Korea. And we had the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders twice while I was there. The Texas Titans once. I got to meet Rob Schneider, like I talked about. I got to meet Twisted Sister. I met Chris Isaac. I met Drew Carey. I met Leanne Tweeden. I met, what's his name? The country singer that sings Devil Went Down to Georgia. I think of his name. Met him. Rudy Giuliani. I think that's it. At least I can think of. I don't know if there's anybody else. So, something along those lines. Got a super chat. VGMR with a super chat. The super chat says nothing. I mean, technically it does say something. You know, okay, it does say nothing because nothing was in the... I get it. But thank you, VGMR, for the $5 super chat. You rock. Yes, that was it. Holy Hand Grenade. Charlie Daniels. Couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Charlie Daniels. Gotta meet him. He's pretty cool. So like he came up to our little camp up there at the JSA near the DMZ, and he put on a little show for us. And after the show, we got to like talk to him and meet him and everything, take pictures with him. And it's a song I wanted him to play because the only song I really knew from him was Devil Went Down to Georgia. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, what happened? No Devil Went Down to Georgia?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't bring my fiddle. I thought about bringing it, and I didn't." But he was doing a show down at Camp Casey, which is only like maybe like a 30-minute, 45-minute, something like that. I forget what it is, from where I was at, so it wasn't that far. And they were doing a show the next day or later that day, I forget when it was. And he was going to play it there, but he didn't bring it from the main location where he's staying at to come for that little show that he did for us. So he didn't bring the fiddle, so he didn't play that. But I remember I got a chance to talk to him and do all that, so that was cool. And I see Jim says met the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense than the actual football team coming to meet people. It's probably would be very unlikely. Do they actually enforce the 21 age limit for alcohol? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there are probably ways to get away with it, sure. But like if you do a barracks inspection and your leadership knows that you're not 21 or older, and they see that you have alcohol in the refrigerator, they're going to confiscate it, or they're going to make you pour it out in the sink. If you get in trouble, someone catches you drunk in the barracks and they know you're not 21, you're going to get in trouble. So yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, there's ways to get around it, you know, if you're not being stupid. I've known people that were not 21 and they would end up having a party in the barracks room and they just didn't act stupid. So it didn't draw any attention to them. They didn't keep the alcohol in the fridge. They either drank it all and then got rid of the evidence or passed it off to somebody else that was 21 or whatever the case was. So, yeah, I mean, sure, you probably could get away with it. I don't really recommend it because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. But, yeah, it is enforced. Best attitude to have in the Army is to figure out how to be the highest rank you can. Sound bad, but it's a path to success. I guess so. I mean, really the best thing to do in the Army is just stay motivated, try hard, do what you got to do, learn how to do other people's job, higher up, make it easier for promotion because you'll be able to know how to do things. So, yeah, it can happen. Maybe one more good question. If you guys have one more good question, maybe we'll end it there. We're so close. 4. There's got to be 4 of you that are watching the stream right now that has not hit that like button. We're at 96 right now. God, this like 100 likes, guys. 100 likes is what we're supposed to get to. It's supposed to be our goal before the end of this stream to get to 100 likes. And we're so close. Now we're like 2 away, 3 away. We're at 97 is what I have on my end anyways. There's got to be a couple of you guys before I get to this last question to end this stream. And then there's going to be someone that'll probably get to 100 and then they'll unlike it and then haha and then relike it and haha, got it. 99. There's got to be one of you that is watching right now. See, you're right there. We had 99, now we're down to 98 and someone's like ha 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 ha. Oh, now we're at 101. All right, there we go. We made our goal of over 100. So thank you guys. What about tattoo policy? I already have a video on that. I have a video on the tattoo policy. What's one last question that we could do? Probably won't give opinions on Afghanistan. We'll do this. Sure, why not? What was the best meal in the chow hall when you were enlisted? They go pretty all out for Christmas dinner. I think there was one time where I didn't go home for Christmas because of something. I think I was saving leave, or I don't remember what the deal was, and I stayed behind. I didn't go home for Christmas, and they had a pretty awesome chow then. I'm always a shrimp fan, and they would sometimes have like shrimp, and so I always liked it when they did that. But probably like Thanksgiving, they go pretty all out for Thanksgiving, but I'm not a fan of really Thanksgiving style foods. For me personally, I didn't really like it. But I do remember Christmas had some really good options and really good selections. So probably the one time I think that I did that where I stayed behind and didn't go on leave during Christmas time frame, and I ate in the chow hall. They had pretty darn good food around that time frame, especially even like in Iraq. I think Iraq too. It might be what I'm thinking of actually. It might have been Iraq that we had a really amazing Christmas dinner while I was in Iraq. That's probably what I'm thinking of, because I don't know why I wouldn't go home for Christmas when I was in the States. It was probably when I was in Iraq. Or it might actually when I was overseas in Korea, probably. So something like that. But anyways, they usually go all out for Christmas, and that's usually pretty good. So that's probably the best food I ever had. All right, guys. We're going to end the stream here. If you have a question that I did not answer, just hit me up on Instagram. There's a link down in the description box down below. You can hit me up on there. Go follow me. Shoot me a message. I'll get to you as soon as I can and respond to your questions. If you want to join the Discord channel, there's some amazing individuals over there. If you want to go and join, it's free. It's fun. It's awesome. Link is down in the description box down below for that. All sorts of links down there, so maybe check out the links just because those are cool. So check those out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys are awesome. You guys rule. And we'll be back next Sunday for a live stream. Hopefully get some stuff together for another video this week. Appreciate you guys coming out. See you guys next time then. See ya.